What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. So we got a little bit of interesting Multiversus news. First up is about the open beta and how to get early access to it. So apparently this email's been making the rounds, and I've seen this. I was like, ooh, how to get into the open beta? Well, isn't it open, so doesn't it matter for everyone? Well, no, this specifically is talking about getting early access into the open beta, so you can get in before everybody else. So, you know, probably a few days before the open beta does go live. This is just a way to do it. But it's for anybody that did participate in the Multiversus tech test. Now, here's the email. It's pretty simple. Thank you for participating in the tech test. You have 1 day left to try to play the game before the test ends. Please complete the survey, yada, yada, yada. But the important thing is, by completing the survey, please, they need you to do that. They need feedback about the game. But by completing the survey and linking your WB Games account to your Twitch account, that's the important part. I don't know if it's just Twitch or anything else, but link your WB Games to your Twitch account. You will automatically be eligible for early access for the Multiversus open beta. That's all I got. This isn't my email. This was I snagged this from one of the Discords, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. So yeah, I guess if you can link your WB account in game somehow, I don't know if that's possible. I'm assuming it can be. Or maybe it's just on their official website. That's probably how it is. But link the two together, and I guess you'll be notified when the open beta, a few days before it's actually going to start, but we still get early access to it, which is kind of cool. So say the open beta happens June 1st, for example. You might be able to get in it at the end of May, for example. So that's kind of cool. They're kind of rewarding the people that were a part of this, and they're like, all right, you get a few days early access to the open beta before, you know, everybody else comes in. But we want to make sure that I guess the ones that did come back and gave feedback, I think that's the important thing. People that gave feedback are going to get rewarded. So just another reason to kind of leave feedback on the tech test that's going on. Now moving over to the Twitter side of things, where we got a few things here from Tony. And first of all, remember just the other day, Velma got officially announced for Multiversus in a pretty anticlimactic sort of way. Well, we kind of, sort of, in some way, but not really. We have like some sort of explanation, right? So somebody's saying, hey, pretty sure there's an internal reason why Velma ended up getting revealed the way she did. It was pretty underwhelming. Pretty much the majority of the fan base agrees with that. Didn't even get to see her, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, we all agree with it. And here's what Tony had to say, right? Yes, we've spoken about this. I think he means internally at Player First Games and WB and that sort of stuff. They've talked about it, and they will try to do better in the future, which, I mean, I hope they do. But, yeah, but some circumstances came up that hurt us here, so thanks for the feedback. Yeah, they basically, it sounds like they kind of just had to announce it, even though they had nothing ready. Which, I mean, should they have maybe just waited then? In hindsight, I suppose, wait till you have something a little bit more official, a little bit of gameplay clip or something to go along with the reveal, because, yeah, that wasn't the best way to go about it. But, hey, they did what they thought was best at the time, but maybe it wasn't. But it was a learning lesson nonetheless, and hopefully going forward, any more future character reveals, big information, whatever it is, just planned out a little bit better. And hopefully they don't find themselves in another situation like this where they're kind of just forced to say, tell us something that they aren't ready to tell us quite yet. Next up, we got another tweet here, and Tony and his team, they haven't even slept. Like, check this out, right? So Tony tweets out, hey, I hope everyone in the Multiversus alpha test has been enjoying the game so far. Don't forget to leave feedback. Again, please leave feedback. Remember the first part of the video where you do that and you link a few things together, and hey, you're going to get early access to the open beta. Who doesn't want that? So yes, leave feedback. Even the tiniest thing, like, hey, this character feels great, you know, don't change anything. Sure, leave feedback like that. It's something at least. But yeah, thanks for leaving feedback on how we can improve the game. Thanks for playing, and yada yada. Yeah. And then Tony or somebody asked him, hey, I'm going to assume that you haven't even slept yet. Haha. Tony's like, nope. Still fixing bugs. Like, that's... Can we appreciate that? Like, they're actively still... I mean, you expect them to. They're the developers on the game. but like they're already taking feedback that they've already gotten. Sure, the tech test wraps up today, and it didn't mean they had to wait till today to start doing something about it. I'm sure stuff that they got in the first day or two that people are like, oh hey, maybe this doesn't quite feel right. Maybe they already started working on some of that stuff early on to, you know, fix for the next update for, you know, for their game internally, and we'll end up seeing it eventually. But I mean, you at least gotta respect them, right? Just telling, hey, no, we're out here working, fixing bugs. And speaking of fixing bugs, you know, you say he's out there all the time working on the game, right? And then Niall, what's up, Niall? Niall just says, hey, remember, get rest. We need you to be healthy. We don't need it like a Slackerz situation where he feels like everything is on him, and then he works himself into injury, and it's like, no, just relax. There's other people that can work on the game, so hopefully we don't go to that extreme length. Well, they do. Hopefully they don't go to that extreme length, because I'm sure they got a very well thought out, their team, I'm sure they know what they're doing, right? They assembled for a reason to work on a specific project, so yes, stay healthy, and hey, just keep doing what you're doing at your own pace, and we'll get to the finish line eventually. Now the last part of the video is actually kind of a good one. Will the next test, we already talked about early access for the open beta, but will the next test, will that one be the one that includes console players? Well, somebody asked that question. Hey Tony, is the new upcoming test, we're already asking about the next test already, like this one hasn't even ended, but okay. But will the new upcoming test include consoles and PC? So will there be crossplay? Will everybody be involved? And luckily, look at that, Tony said, hopefully, it's not 100% guaranteed, but hopefully the next one will be all of the supported platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, everything except Switch, under the sun. Even your toaster probably, but yes, so the next one, it does look like hopefully will be, consoles will be included. Whether that ends up being the open beta in the end, we'll just have to wait and see, but if you're a console player like myself, let's go. Well, things are looking good for the next test. I mean, that might not happen for another 2-3 months, so we got to be patient. But we're getting there, so things are looking good. They're working on the game. They're fixing it. They're getting feedback. Leave feedback if you were part of the tech test. They can't improve the game if they don't know what to improve from the players. Isn't that we're kind of the vital part of the game here, right? We tell it like it is. Hey, this is broken. Fix it, and then they go do it. Well, if we don't say anything, then it just gets left there broken, unfixed mess, and just nobody's going to want to play the game. So please leave feedback if you can. I'm pretty sure most of us can. But anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this little news roundup for today. And, well, I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.